Okay, here we go. Looks pretty good. Howdy, folks. Welcome back. So here we are at June 3rd of 2022, and we'll let the loop play here. And not much going on this day, except for this real slow motion CME over here. This is kind of odd how slowly this is erupting. And it might not look like it, but I've already sped this up. So if I slowed it down, you'll see the real speed that this thing is just creeping out real slowly. And it looks like it has some kind of magnetic field or something mixed with it. So in the coming, after tonight and tomorrow, we'll get to see the rest of this slow motion event. But that was all that was really going on here on the 3rd. But what I want to show you happened yesterday. So let that play for one more time. We'll even speed this up a little bit because, all right, this is fast motion and it's still creeping out really slow. So we have a slow motion CME in progress right here. The instrument's reacting to it. And in the closing little frames of it here, maybe I'll try to pause it real quick. It looks like it has some kind of magnetic field lines that are crisscrossing and intersecting and stuff. Hello there. Thank you for showing up. And I'll just zoom in real quick. It's kind of blurry, but it looks like there's a bunch of crisscrossing, intersecting magnetic field lines. There's some coming off the bottom, coming up, and one's coming over here. So there's probably some object hidden in this that's causing this magnetic disturbance, this slow motion CME. So I'll pull back out of it here, put it back into motion. Oops, the other way. And it just creeping out of there, taking its sweet old time coming out. And this is in fast speed. So, okay, so let's go over to yesterday. Here we are at June 2nd of 2022, and I'll put this loop into motion. And you'll see that we've had, a couple CMEs that we had yesterday. There's one on this side, one over here. There's a lot going on in there. It doesn't look like it, but we'll go through it frame by frame and see if you can spot real quick before I start pointing it out. Hopefully it's coming in pretty good. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so we're going to pause. So there's two CMEs. We're going to focus on this event over here first, and then we'll focus in on this event second. So as this event starts to unwrap right here, we'll pause right there. Go back just a little bit. Let me pull it over on this side too, because the red side picked it up pretty good on this too. So right here. Okay, here's our opening frame. I'm going to do it on this side first. I think you can see we have this little black object right here, perfectly round spherical object coming out, causing this CME. What's nice is on this one, we can come over to this side and see it here on this one as well. Hopefully camera's picking it up because you can see there's a dark little shadow circle right there. That's our object coming out right there. And then we'll pull it back over so we can watch both of them. And then as it proceeds to move out, you can see it's made this weird arch-shaped kind of shadow right here. Over here, it's right here, and it's kind of got the arch-shaped shadow right there. That's our object moving out. Okay, then it appears over here we have a secondary object that's right behind it. And as we move forward through this, you can't really see it on the red side too well, so we'll focus on this side. Here's our round object right here, perfectly clear. It's causing a CME right here that the instrument's reacting to. And then we'll go next. And you can see it maintains its round shape all the way through as it exits the frame. So there were two objects in that CME right there. Let's just play that again. I'll slow it down a little bit. And then watch the CME come out. First is this first object in the first CME. Boom, right in here. And then a secondary. And I'll speed it up a little bit, maybe you guys see it a little bit better. Hopefully the camera's picking that up pretty good. Yeah, you can even see it has some kind of wake coming off of it too. Yeah, a little bow shock or something. So let's pause it right there as it comes out pretty good. Boom. Right here, it has this round shaped bow shock to it as we go a little bit more. Yeah, you can see it sweeping back this way and this way. Let's put it back into motion. Beautiful. Okay, now let's go over to this side and pick apart this CME right here. Whoops, come back here. Right about there. So when it first comes out, we'll pause it right there. Let's go back a little bit here. Okay, so we're backing up to, here's our CME that had started over here with our little object. Over here is the instrument reacting to this next CME that's coming out over here. And you can see we have a nice round shape right here. The instrument's reacting to it. And I think if we look right, one of these here has a nice image of it. Pull the camera over a little bit better for you guys. More to go. There was a good image of it. Right, well, right here. I'll pull this over a little bit. Hopefully you guys can see. Here's our round object right here. Here's this instrument reacting to it right here. And this is the plasma and stuff that's streaming back behind it. So here's our round object right here. And just a little bit more. Now let's continue as that, whoops. Continue as that moves on and out of frame. Then we have another little object right here coming out. I'm going to zoom in on this and I'll show it to you so you can see how the instrument's bowing and going around or arcing around it. The instrument's reacting to it, that there's some round shape right there. So let's back this out a little bit. It looks round at first, but as we kind of go through this a little bit, get to these last few frames here. Blow this up a little bit. It appears almost kind of disc shaped, and it's not a perfectly round object right here. This appears to be some kind of flattened round disc shaped object or something, which wouldn't be the first time we've seen these objects leaving the sun. So this one just, it looks a little, it doesn't look round, it looks more disc shaped. So as that moves on out here, you know what, we're going to do this as best we can right here. Back up just a few frames and forward right here. You can still kind of see, without the instrumentation stuff here, you can still see this shape of it. I'm gonna bring it up and blow it over here. Blow it up over here. It doesn't have the round, perfectly spheroid shape. It's more disc shaped like this right here. It appears to be, at least to me, that appears to be more of a disc shaped object than our round ones. So in this day, we had 4 different objects leave the sun or go past the sun or interact with the sun, we'll say. We got this big CME down here with 1 and 2 objects in it. And then we have this first CME on this side right here with an object and a secondary following it. And I'll blow that up just a little bit more so you guys can see it and look at it a little bit better. Slow it down a little bit. Okay, so we've had some crazy activity already for June. This was May 31st, and not much going on this day, but something weird I just kind of wanted to point out is that flash right there where we had the glitch in the pictures right there. So let's back it up again. Right here. Okay, so previous to this flash, there appears to be something moving out over on this side. And it's coming out creeping real slow. The instrument never really reacts to it, but you can see the flow. It's going out and it's latching onto something out here. So let's back this flow up a little bit, and you can see it's darker than the rest of the material around it. So it's as this thing emerges, nice and slow, that it causes the camera to tweak and react. Now, what I wanted to point out about this one is it's more than just one frame, and usually these you can't count as anything in there. Sometimes there are little things captured, but usually this is a glitch. And I just want to point out how this glitch shifts. Watch this as I play it back and forth. Watch as it shifts. It's almost as like this object coming out has caused, the camera to shift or something to shift there, and it picked it up at a couple different angles. See that? It's just odd. I've never seen the glitch actually have motion and move like that. And it appears to be there's some kind of little black object in here. Like I said, sometimes you do catch stuff in here. Yeah, it looks like the camera's picking up this little streak right here. This is during a glitch, so there's no telling if this is real or a real object or not. But something caused the glitch, and it appeared to be, opposite the other side. Here, this shows the mirror image of the other side over here. What should be coming out over here is being projected onto this side. So that object caused this camera to glitch out and then shift its little perspective. I'm going to do it again, back and forth a little bit, because it just looked odd. It looks like there's something moving this glitch. All right, so that's the report on the sun for today. And I had something I wanted to bring you guys, which I always try to do in my videos, and end with this. Hopefully some of you guys will be able to see this. Let's see if my camera's picking it up very well. Alright, this is an image taken in the clouds of what appears to be Jesus with a crown floating over his head. Here's Jesus' face right here, an eye and an eye. Here's his nose, his mouth, his beard, and his chin. Here's his hair flowing back like this. And then if you look up here, there's a crown with little balls on top of it, right? On each little spike has a little ball coming off of it. There's a crown hovering over his head. Now, this really hard to get it just right and get this camera to see it. But this video, I'm going to put a link to this video in the description so you can come over here and watch this video and see it much clearer for yourself. Because this face turns into a lion face throughout the course of these pictures. I have an imagination. Well, tilt your head to the right about 45 degrees and look at this. This is not imagination. This is not a pareidolia. This is an actual event that took place in the clouds. And when I play this video, I'm going to go ahead and play this video and let it finish out, because I want you to see this face changes into a lion face. So we'll just let my little video play here. Folks, welcome back. So I know there's a lot of activity going on the sun, but I really don't feel like reporting on that stuff right now. Actually, I want to go back and revisit an event that happened earlier this year, 2020, around Easter when I captured what appears to be Jesus in the clouds here. So I need you to tilt your head to the right about 45 degrees, and here's an eye, his other eye, his nose, his mouth, his chin and beard, his hair flowing back like this, and you can make out a crown up here above his head. And that crown is hovering over his head. There seems to be almost a little halo around his head too. And once you see that image, then we can zoom in just a little bit tighter. There you go. Okay. All right, maybe pause it right there. Maybe that's a little bit better. Hopefully you guys can see that a little bit better. If you tilt your head to the right, because this face is looking down from the right. So if you tilt your head to the right, you can see it pretty clearly. And make sure that it's too bright. Right there you can see some of the crown and stuff. It'll go right about there. Okay, you think that's something? Wow, you like that? Well, keep watching, because this turns into a lion face in a minute here. And this event happened over a course of about an hour, and I got a lot of pictures of it. See, if we go up above here, you can see all these pictures up from way over here going across, or all of this event, and I'm going to show you more of what happened here. Okay, here I've taken about 7 or 8 of those pictures and put them together in a flip book, and you can see the different images, and that this event, is taking place here, because there's more that happens here. Okay, so starting here, we're going to go forward a little bit here through a lot of these images, all the way to right about here, where you can see that this face has changed. Now we're seeing a more round, like lion type face with the nose right here. Here's an eye coming out here, an eye going that way. Here's its mouth slit, the chin going down here. So this round face right here with a crown still above it. Now I'm going to go through and show you the flip book where it changes from Jesus to this lion face. Okay, now we're here at this image right here. This is a flip book of about maybe 15 or 20 of those pictures, and it's the transition between Jesus's face and the lion face. Now this happened in the clouds, and it was so big and in your face you couldn't see it. It wasn't until I took these images and zoomed out and compressed them. You didn't zoom in. They're too big in your face. You have to zoom out to see these. And these images that you're looking at have all been compressed, each frame, and then put into a flip book. And you can clearly see Jesus' face here with his crown hovering over his head, turning into that weird little lion face or whatever right there. Okay? And this happened back around Easter of 2020. So, with Christmas right around the corner. Okay, so I went back and I was time-stamping these pictures, and this did happen on Easter. So this event happened on Easter in the clouds, and it was like an hour-long event, and I was sitting there blown away at what was going on, and I had to snap as many pictures of it as I could until my arms went numb. But there we go, that's a pretty good image of it. And I got a lot more for you on my channel. I got a lot more stuff in the clouds I've captured. I've got security camera footage of angels. And anybody want to see the angel real quick before we close this out? Let me see in the chat room. Somebody let me know if they want to see the angel here, because I'm going to back out of this and go to my channel here. I got a lot of videos and a lot of reports on the sun, so if you click on videos here, all my stuff drops down, and then you're able to scroll down. This is way down at the bottom here. The one I just showed you is called Christmas Gift. It's right here. It's, let's see, a little bit better. There we go. It's this one right here called Christmas Gift, and then, here we'll even play this one. It's a quickie. Let's show you some other cloud activity. Howdy folks, welcome back. So these faces that Okay, can you guys see this face? Let me get this adjusted a little bit better. Wavy lines and stuff. Oh, it's so hard with this setup, but alright, I'm just gonna let it play. Hopefully you guys can see this face. I've been showing you in the last few videos that are in the etherical or in that mosaic that I was talking about are not only taking place there, but now they're taking shape in our clouds. And with this new filter, I was able to go through some of these pictures, and it really makes them pop now. So if you can't see it yet, there's an eye here, an eye here, here's the nose, a mouth down below, here's an ear coming back up, the jaw running down, little pointed chin. And this face seems to almost be bisected. One half is like a goblin, and this other half looks like almost like a Wolverine or a Ewok type character. So I'll let you look at that for a minute. And this was pretty faint in the original picture, but now with the filter, it really makes it pop. Okay, one more, and this one right here, you can make out we have an eye here and an eye right here. Here's the nose, and here's some lips, and it looks like he's blowing. You can make out his ear over here, horns and stuff coming up, his eyebrows. There we go. Now you can see a little bit better. An eye, the nose, the lips. Okay, so I wanted to show you that one with the filter, so you can see it turned out pretty good too. So, well, that's it for now. Okay, and that was this one here. Oh, where were we? Called Demons in the Clouds. Anyways, we'll scroll around some more. I got one more to show you here. And then, howdy folks, welcome back. So I'm real excited to show you this one. This is an angel that was captured on my security cameras, and now I've run it through the filter here. So if you turn your head to the right, about 45 degrees, you can make out the head, the hair, the breasts, it's a female, the torso, the waist, the legs coming down here, a wing coming off here, a wing coming off over here. And we'll zoom in on this real quick, because this one's nice and clear that you can. Okay, and this is an angel that was caught hovering in a shaft of light over this sleeping child. Okay, so I'm not going to show you the kid below, but you can see that there's this little angel hovering over this sleeping kid right here. And go back here again to this spot. Just kind of freeze frame it there. There's a wing coming up here, like I said, a wing going over here. Here's its head and face with its hair coming down. It has breasts. It also has legs coming down and everything. And I'll try to put a link to all these in the description of this video, so you can come and watch these for yourself. You can see them a lot clearer without me sitting here tilting the screen with a camera trying to record a computer. So I'll put the links to these so you guys can watch them for yourself, and I have a lot more for you guys on my channel. Soon here, I'm going to try to do a series on the spiritual realm, and hope you guys understand a little bit more about what's really going on here. Okay, so that's it for now. I love you all. I miss you all. God bless you all. And until my next video, bye.